Hello Market Club members everywhere. Adam Hewison here, coming to you as always from the digital studios of Market Club. Well, it is Monday. It's the 26th of September, and tonight is a huge night for politics in America. It's the debate between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. It's estimated over 100 million people will be watching that debate. The question is, how big an impact will it have on the markets? Well, it's not easy to answer that question. Certainly you can't answer it logically because no one knows what the outcome of this debate is going to be at the moment. But what I can say is that we are seeing some signs in the marketplace of what's going on. We're starting off by looking at December gold. If you remember, we saw December gold go over the 50 mark right here, and it's up today. Now the big level to watch in December gold is $1,357.60. That's the key level. Let me write that down for you. This will be all this week. If it goes over this number, just jump into gold and own it because it's going to go higher. You can also look at some of the miners. We'll be talking about ABX. We'll also be talking about Newmont mining. But the number to look at is right here. Okay, 1,357.60. And what that is basically a pivot point right here. We talked about the double bottom last week, and it looks like it's coming true here. Another level to look at is right here, just before, around about the 1348 level. If it goes over there, we'll get a little bit more momentum on the upside, but we are over the 50 line, which is a good sign. All we're waiting for is this trade triangle, the weekly one, which is the trend, to turn up. When that happens, we're off to the races. Watch gold very carefully this week. Looking at gold, you can look at the Barrick gold. It's a mining stock. ABX is a symbol. It's trying to make a base here. The longer term is up, but the intermediate term is also up. A good sign. All the trade triangles are positive on this stock. It's a buy right now. So if it closes over the 50 line today, the RSI 50 line, that would be another strong signal that we're going higher. But generally speaking, it's a buy right here. Another stock we like is Newmont mining. However, I want to see the trade triangle right here, 42.92. I want to see that turn green, and it'll turn that green color when we see the market go over 42.69. If it goes over that level, it'll turn it green, and you want to be long the stock. Also, watch the 50 line on the RSI. Very important. So the stock is Newmont mining, a mining share, much like ABX. We're looking at the S&P 500. This market's trying to make a turn. It's over the 50 line, which is a good sign, but our weekly trade triangle is not positive right now. That will turn positive this week if we see the market go over, let me write this down for you. If we see the market go over 2,187.87. So write that down. If it goes over that level, you want to be a buyer of the equity. It'll turn this market back up and turn this trade triangle green. So let's see how that plays out. Here's the Dow, very similar picture. We're going to start off lower, of course, but we'll be coming up. This is as the close of Friday, but we'll be coming higher. And we'll see this market, the key level there is 18,551. So let's just put that number there for you so you can see it. And this is all week. So the number to look at is 18,551. That's the key level to look at in the Dow. So let's see if it goes over that level. It'll really begin to push this market higher on the upside. So let's see how that plays out. There's a picture of the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ is already on its way. You can see the trade triangle kicked in last week right here. And that was at 5,287.61. Again, the market's on its way on the upside, in our opinion, and there's nothing to stop it at the moment. We are over the 50 line, a good sign. All of our trade triangles are all positive, another good sign. So I think we'll see this market go higher probably before the end of the day. Crude oil is performing pretty well today. It's sort of moved in a sideways action. You can see really since this time in early August, it's just gone in a very broad trading range, and we're sort of at the lower end of that range right now. So again, you can sort of draw a very big sort of box, though that's where we are right now, sort of at the lower end of that box. I think if we move over the 50 line, which is going to be an important level, I think we'll start to accelerate this market. And the key level to look at in this is to watch this trade triangle turn green. Now that trade triangle turn green this week, and I'll write the number down for you so you see, it's going to be at 48.38. So let me just write that down. So the key level here in crude oil, in our opinion, is 48.38. If crude oil moves over there, this will turn this trade triangle green and indicating higher prices, and that's a trend. We use the weekly trade triangles for trend and the daily for timing. So watch this very carefully. I think we're all trying to stay fit. This is Fitbit. It came on the market. Let's just show you where it came on, and it had a very successful. Let's just take these all off. You can see we traded as high as this. Gosh, this came up as high as like $47, $48 a share, and it sort of just came down. Actually hit $50 a share. It sort of came down, really not going very, just constantly people taking money out of the market that were probably the early investors. But what we've been seeing here lately is just a really big sort of base being built, and that's right here. You can see that it sort of stayed in this base, and that's since really the beginning of 2016. Now we have seen a trade triangle, and that is we've seen our trade triangles actually turn all green, which is a good sign. And it looks as though we're seeing this market wants to go higher. It's very overbought at the moment. And there's another key level to watch in this market. And I'll show you what that is in just a second. So let's just scope this out a little further and a little year to date. And you can see this level right here, and that's at 1885. That's a key level of resistance for this market. We can probably get up there and then sort of falter back, but keep an eye on this stock, because if it goes over the 1885 level and closes over there for a few days, then it's got a good chance of going quite a bit higher, in my opinion. If you scope this out for max, you can see, we'll just put a very simple close only chart, easy to do with MarketClub. Just click here and we'll just drag our Fibonacci tool from the highs, all-time highs, down to the lows, which is right around there. And you can see a 50% pullback takes you back up to $32, and even a 38.2% takes it up to 27.40. So even from these levels, it still looks like a good play. I would wait for a little pullback before getting involved with this market. Maybe look at it maybe Wednesday or Thursday to be a buyer. Hey, I'm Adam Hewison. Thanks for stopping by. I'm sure you're going to watch the debates like I'm going to watch the debates tonight. And let's see what's in store for the country. Thanks for watching. Have a great trading day, everyone.